help you find today?
Hey, I'm looking for a new gaming console for my children to play.
All right. This is for Christmas? Christmas presents?
Yeah, I'm gonna get them a new one.
Okay. Well, how old are your kids?
5 and 8.
5 and 8. Okay, so they're pretty young.
Yeah.
So you're looking for more of a family-friendly type of system?
Yeah, that'd be ideal.
Okay. And how much are you willing to spend?
Spend around $300 or so.
300. Okay. Well, right here to your right, if you look right here, actually, we have one of the game systems that is very popular right now. This is the Nintendo Switch. Okay. It was just released by Nintendo this year, a few months ago, actually, about in March. Okay. And this system is very unique. It is not like most other systems. First of all, it's a system made by Nintendo. And the system itself is both a console that goes into the TV. You can play it on the TV. You can see it right here. It's waiting to be played right now. Okay. And you can also take it out of the base right here and play it handheld. The reason that this is good is that you can take it with you anywhere you go. If you go on a car trip, do you take your kids on vacation or on car trips at all?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, well with this system you can actually just take it right out of its base. You can plug it in while you're driving, and your kids can play it. In the back seat, you can be charged up while you're driving, no problem. And then when you get home, you can plug it right back into the base and play right on the TV. This system's got many family-friendly games. Right now, actually, is Mario Kart on the system. And obviously, this is a very family-friendly game. It's got new options in the game itself where you can actually drive forward automatically and steer automatically. In fact, my own console, when I was babysitting my niece, the other day, she's only in her 8 years old, 8 years old. She played it for about 2 hours straight while I was getting my own work done. She didn't look away from it because it's set up so that way little kids can play it and actually win without having to worry about it. And there's also challenges for older players as well, such as yourself. Okay. So, do you have any questions so far?
Yeah, I didn't know Nintendo was really still in business. With that last product they had, I thought it kind of sunk a little bit.
Well, the Wii U was kind of a failure for Nintendo. It was very difficult for them. In fact, they didn't sell a whole lot. However, this system, this is the Nintendo Switch, it's only been out for about 7 months now. And it has already outsold the Wii U, which was in service for about 3 to 4 years.
Oh, wow.
The primary reason for the Wii U's failure, is the lack of games that existed on it. But this system already has support of 30 different game manufacturers that are third party. That doesn't include the games Nintendo makes themselves, like your Marios and your Zeldas and stuff like that. So that's what you got for the system. Now, let me show you a couple of other things. So the system works like this, okay? You have it on the screen right now because it's plugged into the dock.
Okay.
If you take it out of the dock, it immediately switches to the handheld mode without you having to go into any menus or change anything. When you put it back in the dock after a long day out, about with your kids, whatever, it comes right back on the TV screen. Pick up right where you left off without taking too much time to do other things.
Okay.
While this is attached, you can easily just deconnect the controllers just like that, and you can see that it's asking you to hit L and R on the controller, and you can do that very easily. If you don't like the controllers like this, that's okay. It comes with this controller attachment right here that you can attach these controllers to. Just like this, very simple, very straightforward, very easy. And play it just like you would a normal controller.
Oh, that's pretty convenient.
Okay. So with that, you can just play this game just like you would any other system. Right on the TV, you hardly notice that it's any different than a normal system. But then when you're ready to go again, you can just take these out. Now, this also has a controller, this charger port right here. This sort of charges the controllers. Instead of you don't need to have this plugged in all the time though. You can actually take these out whenever they're attached to the system itself when you're not playing it. It actually charges the controllers right here. The battery life for these detached is about 18 hours. The battery life for them, the battery life for the system outside the dock is about 3 hours, depending on what type of game you're playing.
Okay.
So that's basically how the system works. It's very basic.
Mm-hmm.
There are other things that the system is good for, that the system does, that's pretty decent, it's pretty cool. But first, how about I let you try it real quick?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
All right, so I'm going to take this out for you so you can try to play it first, as in your hands. So yeah, all you have to do is hit L and R, and then once you hit A, you're good to play.
All right.
So right now you're playing Mario Kart, and as you can see, the controls are very easy and very straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
You only have 4 buttons to press, but the game adds a challenge of its own as you increase in speed, increase in difficulty level of computers. Now, let me show you this. While you're playing real fast, you can hit this button right there, and it puts it right to sleep.
Oh, wow. And it saves your progress where you're at?
Right, it pauses it right there.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool.
So if you were in a hurry, let's say your kids are doing homework or something in the other room, and you're playing a game, and you hear your kids up to no good out there, you're just not doing their homework or something like that.
Yeah.
And you need to get out there and quickly and get them back to what they're supposed to do, you can just quickly put it to sleep by hitting this button, or go back to the home screen and pressing this button. It pauses your game right then and there, and you can set it down, go out, make sure your kids are back on track, come right back out, play it some more. Alright, if your kids want to play it before school, there's no reason to worry that they won't get to a save point in time or something like that. Then you just hit the pause, put it on the dock, go right to sleep.
Oh, wow. And I really like the feel of it, too. It's got a, easy handling and good feel to it.
Absolutely. The system also is very sturdy. As you felt how heavy it was, how weighty it was.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's light enough for even smaller kids to play without much difficulty. Okay. Now, when you want to use this outside of it, it's also got a kickstand on the back.
Oh, okay.
It can stand up. In addition to that, it's also got expandable storage. You may like to download games to your system. Would you rather download games or cartridge games?
Well, because of my kids, I'd feel more comfortable downloading them so I don't have to deal with cartridges and, the hazard of swallowing them and,
Of course.
losing them.
Absolutely. Well, on the back there is underneath this. It's actually pretty well hidden. Little kids have a hard time finding it. There's a little slot for the micro SD card. You can barely tell where it is. It's actually right there. Can you see that right there?
Yeah.
Okay. You can put a micro SD card right in there to expand the storage so you can download a bunch of different games.
Okay.
If you prefer to have cartridges, though, I know that you said that you don't because of your children. They're small. They might try to put the cartridge in their mouth, though.
Right.
Well, there is a benefit to the cartridge if you open up the cartridge back here and you take it out. Look how small that is.
Ooh.
Reason for concern, right? However, this is coated in a very strong irritant. And what I mean by that is that it tastes terrible. Okay, it tastes so bad that you literally can't keep it in your mouth for more than a second or two before you just have to spit it out. All right, kids are the same way. They're not going to put things in their mouth that taste that bad.
Huh. I've never seen that with games before.
And it's not dangerous. It's not dangerous. I wouldn't recommend testing it only because it tastes really bad. Trust me. Okay. So, do you have any other questions about this?
Yeah. What if I really don't, want a handheld console? I'd prefer more of a standard console that goes into the TV.
Absolutely. Perfectly understandable. See, because of the system's design, you never have to take it out of the dock if you don't want to.
Okay.
Okay, the dock, this can be permanently attached right here. You never have to take it out if you don't want. It can just stay there. You can play the games on it as much as you want, as long as you want to.
Okay.
Okay, so that way you never have to worry about it. Okay.
Yeah.
The system itself, as you can see, transports very easily from dock mode to your handheld. If you don't want a handheld system, that's perfectly fine. You can just put it in the dock, keep it there. You can use this controller attachment right here to play games just like this. Okay. The other part is that Mario Kart is one of the types of games that'd be great for your kids.
Yeah.
Because of these little attachments right here. These little attachments right here go on the controller, just like this.
Okay.
And you play with them sideways. Each of these doubles as its own individual controller. So that way you can have one set of one controller itself, and you can play it, 2 kids can play at the same time. You have 2 kids, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you don't have to buy more than one controller right now. Your 2 kids can play it right out of the box together as they want. Now, here you go. Now I know what you're thinking though, that the system is $300, right?
Yes.
And so you may be a little concerned about, because you only want to spend $300, correct?
Correct.
Well, you may be a little concerned about getting a game for it because the original system doesn't come with a game.
Right.
Well, that's not to worry because it's Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
We have got all these deals going on right now, including that if you buy a Switch from us before Christmas, you get a free game to go along with it. So that way you can give this gift on Christmas with a game that they can play. I personally recommend this one, Mario Kart, for your kids, and I'll play it right out of the box.
Is that any game that I can choose?
Any game you want.
Oh.
There are plenty of games from plenty of different people, manufacturers. That includes companies like Bethesda, the Skyrim. That's your preference.
Yeah.
You can also play games from that Nintendo's made, like Zelda and Mario Kart and Super Mario Odyssey,
Oh, cool.
as well as a bunch of indie games made by very small developers as well.
Hmm.
So, do you have any other questions?
Yeah, is there a lot of accessories that go with the system? You know, is there a lot of, maintenance and things to carry along with it?
I can see your concern. There are quite a few parts. As you can see, we have, 2 parts here, 2 parts there, an extra one here, all that stuff. Well, luckily, you can also purchase, if you'd like, a carrying case for all the stuff. There's various different kinds. I recommend this one right here. This carrying case, if you open it up, here, it has all these different pouches for you, for your different games, if you have cartridges.
Okay.
For the system itself right here. Then back on this side, you can put these little attachments right here. You can just press the button, you can take them right off, just like that. You just put it right in here and stores it for later. This is big enough where you can attach these to the system and put it in here, and it'll work just fine.
Okay, that's nice. It has a, you can get a carrying case and not lose the parts to it.
Absolutely. So, do you have any other questions for me today?
Not that I can think of.
All right. Well, would you like to buy a Switch?
Yeah, I think, it'd be good for my kids and I would enjoy it too, so.
All right. Perfect. Let's go write it up.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.